Book 6 is better, baby.
Reporting live from the Lothrian Commonwealth of Zoran Momdani, it's Travis. I gotta bleep your name.
Yeah, what the hell?
What am I doing? Doxed him. Go to his house and bully him.
That's all the tidbits that we've dropped in this were so easily doxable. It's incredible. But yeah, Curtis Lewa. So sad, man. R.I.P.
I know. I was a big fan of Curtis's feral cat's plan to eliminate rats.
Yeah, it's tough. You know, he was the most popular Halloween costume here by far.
Oh, that's... Now that you say that, that seems incredibly obvious.
Yeah, no, it was... I'd say of like the party we went to on Halloween, there were like 30 people and maybe 4 were Curtis. And so I was like, that's a pretty big chunk.
And you know what? Still not enough.
Dude,
more
New
Curtis.
York is great.
I think Zoran's got to make him the rat czar. Come on, Essica.
I know. There's a gap there. The rat czar left. Also, update. I am doing my grad school final project on the Alberta rat campaign.
Wait, really?
I locked it in last night. Yeah.
That's so good. Yeah, for those of you who don't know, the province of Alberta, to which I am connected through my fiance, successfully eliminated all rats. And it's a completely rat-free province. I think it's like basically unprecedented in the world, like completely 100% rat-free. There's a rat hotline you can call if you do happen to see one sad survivor out there.
And that's a great segue into the Cielsen genocide.
Oh, sometimes you got to kill some rats. I was thinking about having Curtis Lewa narrate the audiobook.
It'd be pretty great.
You think that would work?
And then the drone shot me, but it went straight through me, just like 93.
A solitary voice rose up in song, as it did at the end of every watch of every day. Who didn't like that?
The funny part is there's like 90% of the people that listen to us have no concept of the third place candidate of the New York City mayoral election.
He's just taken on he has such a big place in my life. I assumed everyone else had seen dozens of Curtis Lewa memes.
The guy who carried 7% of the election.
Didn't win a single
turnout.
Yeah, no.
I'm sure he won one part of Staten Island.
Yeah, there has to be, like whatever the most Italian part of Staten Island is.
New York City Halloween is so funny because as an outsider, you wouldn't get like all of everyone's favorite costumes are the most inside New York jokes. Like everyone's favorite at this party was a guy who went as the ghost of the Metro card and his partner was the new Omni card. And it's like, okay, it was sick. But
that's very niche.
It's so niche. It's so niche. Anyway.
Well, local politics, baby.
Let's go.
Enjoy your free groceries, you Lothrian cuck.
God, sad. But anyway, Book 2 is better. We're back.
Disquiet Gods.
Part 2.
Chapters.
A lot.
Chapters we don't know. Oh, wait, no, we do know.
Yeah.
Because wasn't 27 the lore dump?
I think it was 27 or 28.
Okay. We're either 28 or 29 through the end.
The end. Or as far as we get in the next hour, and then we'll have another episode.
Yeah. Listen. Normally we do 3 episodes. Is this a good book to only do 2 episodes? No.
Absolutely not.
But we got to read Shadows Upon Time.
We got it. We made this huge commitment to have content out by day 1 of launch. We got an arc. We're super excited about it. I'm honestly fucking impressed that we haven't given up at this point.
I like that is so not listener focused. We're like, we're going to serve you slop as quickly as possible so that we can...
Did anyone ask for it? No.
I want fewer podcasts of lower quality released more quickly. Thank you.
I want you to go through the most complex, like fan favorite section of the book and speed read it and then dump it out in one episode.
Space Jesus, that's it. Bye.
Yeah, I'm enjoying our delve into Christian fantasy here. You know, it's good.
I don't even know what my thoughts are on this, other than it does feel like pretty Christian, but I also don't really care. I don't know. It's
No,
its own
I
thing.
had fun. I had fun. I was surprised, for better or worse, by so many parts of this section, and it was a good time. It was actually hard to read quickly because it was so dense. There was so much lore. I had like 5 lore corner sections of my notes.
I know. There's a stack of 5 rugs on top of each other, and he just kept pulling them out.
I don't know if we're at the final rug. I have no idea. But
okay.
Before we get into it, do you want to play a game?
Yeah.
Twister? Hell yeah, brother.
All right, we're gonna play Twister on the pod right now. You're gonna hear the sound of crinkling.
Is Strip Twister just orgy light?
How does it work?
I did like the video you sent me of the orgy tent at Burning Man. Which was sadly affected by the windstorm.
Yeah, there was what seemed to be a real account called like Orgy Town. They're like, oh man, so much thanks to all of our volunteers who worked so hard to make Orgy Town a dream come true. Unfortunately, the wind ripped it apart. It's like, oh, it just breaks your fucking heart to see a small business crumble.
What are you gonna do for 11 days in the desert now? You know.
What am I gonna do? Have an orgy on the fucking ground?
Okay, but your game.
I never want to go to Burning Man. Okay, game.
Help me out. Anime titles. Is it real or is it fake? That is your challenge.
I was gonna say 0% chance I get it right, but it's gonna be a 33% chance I get it right.
No. I'm doing a series, and you have to, after each one, you have to say whether you think it's real or fake.
Do you want to explain why we're doing anime titles?
No, I don't. It's for my pure enjoyment.
Okay. Point is, I was gonna say we share a Crunchyroll account. Travis is a fucking parasite, and he uses my Crunchyroll account and doesn't pay me for it, even though he watches so much more anime than I do.
It's pay. You have to pay for it?
Yeah.
I had no idea.
That's pretty cheap. But regardless, whenever you log on, there is shit on there that does not feel real. Yeah. And I can't imagine that more than 5 people on the planet have watched it on purpose. Like just Absolutely last night, I sent Travis this title: Campfire Cooking in Another World with My Absurd Skill. How's that a show?
I believe that was in response to the one. I'm trying to pull up the one that I sent you. I can't even remember, but it was equally horrendous.
People are telling me it's not a show.
Yeah. So anyway, we wanted to play a little game, which is of the absurd anime. And I feel like anime titles are getting more absurd out there. They're like entire paragraphs of text describing the concept of the show.
Yeah, now it's like on purpose. It's a style.
Yeah.
Okay.
But anyway, I want to see what your radar looks like. So
some of these real, some of these fake.
Some real, some fake.
Okay.
Please don't summon me. I'm on vacation.
Oh God, fuck. Oh, I really like that.
Isn't
it sounds good? I'm gonna say real.
I made it up. It's fake. Get wrecked.
Oh, really?
Yeah. But
wait, did you make it up?
I thought it was really good.
That's such a good title. Wow, I love that.
I spent some time on this.
Okay, we got to write that pilot.
Yeah, 100%. Okay. Number 2. What do you do at the end of the world? Are you busy? Will you save us?
I just on principle have to say that that's fake.
It's real.
Oh, I knew it, but I just couldn't say it. I wonder if we have any listeners who speak Japanese. Can you tell us if these titles seem less weird in Japanese? I don't know if it's just a product of the translation.
Is there like a, kitsugi version of this, like that which was broken but is now repaired, where it's just one word in Japanese? Okay. The masterful cat is depressed again today.
It does have that sort of slightly mistranslated feel to it that I love. I'm gonna go real.
That's your first correct one. That is a real anime.
Let's go, baby. I knew it. I knew it. It's just a little bit off.
It's just a little bit off. Okay, next up. My froggy senpai is up to no good again.
That has to be fake.
Okay, yeah, that one's fake. That was the first one.
Okay, that was a little too easy there.
All right. And finally, cautious hero. The hero is overpowered but overly cautious.
Glass man. He's a man, but also glass. Can you hear me that one more time?
Yeah. Cautious hero. The hero is overpowered but overly cautious.
I don't know about this one. I got laser eyes, but I don't know.
I don't know.
I'm gonna go real.
It's real. Great work.
Okay, that one I need to watch about the cautious overpowered hero.
That one's great. I mean,
that is sort of.
I wish it had a better.
It's sort of like a Kharn Sagara.
That's true. It's true. I mean, my favorite anime concept.
Transition, but
even though it doesn't have a great title, my favorite anime concept is the one where it's Harry Potter. Mashal, yeah, Harry Potter, but only muscles instead of magic.
You create muscle. You create magic through the powers of being buff.
Yeah, he plays Quidditch, but he just runs his legs really fast, so it makes him fly.
Oh man, so much creativity in the world.
Unbelievable. Anyways, that was nice.
Want to talk about Hadrian getting turned into goop?
Yeah, good, easy segue. Yeah, that's pretty much where we start.
Goop time, yeah.
Goop time, yeah. He goes. Well, actually, okay. Before we get fully into it, he goes back to Forum after the events with Ushara, and everyone's a little surprised to see him.
I would imagine. Yeah, it's been a while.
It's like, why the fuck are you back? You slapped the emperor. Arrest him.
I took one last job.
One last job. But yeah, it's interesting. It's what he gets put in fancy jail basically after he meets with Celine and Aurelian. One more jail sequence.
I know, for the road.
Yeah,
there's gonna be another. If we get 400,000 words of Shadows Upon Time and he doesn't go to jail, I'm gonna protest.
I don't know what else happens in this. Basically, yeah, he goes back. He wants to convince the Empire to let him find Vergassos for the super weapons. They're like, yo,
are you
chill.
Just gonna skip past the return of our favorite Intis Freak who's not dead?
Well, that's after. He shows up first. And then he finds out that everyone is coming to town to talk war, including the extras.
And the director of the Wong Hopper Consortium, Wong Zhu.
Yeah, I'm glad we both wrote that down.
I was going through my Kindle highlighted passages this morning, and that is one of them. Of all the interesting things in this book, is like, that's the director of the Wong Hopper Consortium.
I know, I highlight every Wong Hopper, because there's another one later on, I think on Vergassos or something maybe, or on, no, it's on Latara, but
okay. Yeah, listen, I know a lot of interesting shit happens in this book, but can I point this out?
Please.
Hold on. Wait for me to not be able to find this.
This is good listening.
What the hell? Where is it? I really think we have a good show. Okay. I found it. Okay. That's the Director General of the Wong Hopper Consortium, I whispered to her, indicating a man in a tall, cylindrical mitre of indigo and slate, surrounded by men in the flared skull caps commonly worn by the Mindaria elite. What the fuck is up with these people's headwear?
Dude,
what's a flared skull cap?
I was going to say, one thing we've glossed over in all 6 of these books is Ruocchio's ridiculous outfit creation. Like he
I
has
know. I'm just not that kind
such
of.
detailed, precise descriptions of like the flair of their trench coats and stuff. And if he
Yeah,
put a fraction of that effort into side character development, we'd have a much better series.
we'd have a lot. It's unfortunate too because like my reader brain just turns off when I get clothing description. But I think if you're a
Yeah,
reader who's locked in, there got to be some crazy fits going on out here.
it's true. I wish we could. I wish I was more artistically inclined and could actually with. Well, sorry to AI, all artists here, but it would be quite easy to make some character depictions out of this. But
We
I was
did
thinking,
post.
you know how yeah, yeah. Tell
I
us
was
about
gonna
your
say
Reddit escapade.
yeah, we posted like a week ago all of our like romantasy spin-offs of the Sun Eater series. And let's be clear, we came up with the titles.
Yeah.
I just had ChatGPT put them on the covers. So it's not, the jokes are all original. The horrendous artwork was AI, but some guy commented and said, "Get the fuck out of here, AI slop." And I looked at his account, and that guy just brings nothing but negativity and hate into the world. It's really unbelievable. He just goes on anime subs and comments on people's tier list and is like, "Trash taste, idiot." And then he calls people degenerates, which frankly, some of those people might be. And then he
Yeah.
posts about how he sucks ass at Elden Ring. It's just really funny
He's
to
well
go on the
rounded.
r/Elden Ring sub and be like, "I stink."
He's a well
Get
rounded
good, idiot.
person, you know?
Yeah, what a weird guy. Come on the show. If you're listening, we'll
Hop
have you
on.
on.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, I will say
Anyways,
with the
what on
outfit
earth were
part,
we
like
talking about?
with the outfits, one of the things I remember you being really excited about with the Wheel of Time show was that the like outfits were pretty good compared to the book descriptions, or like the scene pieces and stuff. So
Yeah, they did
it is cool that it's this rich in detail. If it were ever to be adapted, I feel like they have some pretty unbelievable costumes to
yes.
work with.
Yeah. I've been thinking a lot about that in like the end of this book is I mean, obviously they use the word melodrama a lot, but like I
Yeah.
sort of wonder what Ruocchio's relationship is to like melodrama and camp and
Yeah.
how I don't know, like there are things that strike us as like silly or over the top, but a lot of the times that stuff works and is very much on purpose and like is easy to accept as a reader. Um, and I wonder how much he sort of just likes that. Is like, this is over the top. Fuck it. I love this.
I mean, it reminds me of Star Wars, which is like
Yeah,
his favorite as a
totally.
child is just like
Yeah.
over the like, well, I hate you, lightsaber
Yeah.
battles on the lava. And it's like, yeah, if you're reading that and analyzing it
Yeah.
critically, it's like, okay, is it over now that you have the high ground? Like, but watching that,
Yeah.
that's one of my favorite scenes ever.
Yeah. And and we were joking about this offline, but like every time he encounters a villain, they make like some sort of grand pronouncement before fucking up. And he has to know he's doing that, right? Like I think he just
Yeah.
likes this sort of campy, you know, old school sci-fi type of thing.
Yeah. I think that makes sense. And I respect it,
Yeah.
honestly. It
I
makes
like
it
it.
fun.
I like it.
Um, yeah. A couple other
Okay.
notes from
So
forum. Um, they finally figured out phone calls after 70,000
yeah,
years. They can put the
that's
emperor's face on
huge.
the screen. Pretty big.
Yep.
Um, and Cassandra knows nothing.
No.
This is like the first time where I started to see your frustration with her treated as like a child who's 40 years old and also a warrior
Yeah.
princess. That like she's walking around forum and being like, "Oh, who's that? Like, what's this? Like, what's going on?" It's like, "You've been
yeah.
here 4 years. What have y'all been talking about?"
Dad, you died and killed a god and came back and um yeah. I don't think I would have an issue if she weren't 40.
Yeah.
If she were like 22,
Well, I
this
know
would all
Hadrian's
make
like
sense.
800 years old or whatever, but
I know. I'm sure that's the explanation that it's like all relative and the dynamic is going to be
yeah,
like that of a dad and a teenager because he's 10,000 and she's 40.
yeah. But how did you feel when the full intergalactic cast of characters arrived to plan their war council?
Um, one, I didn't think it was particularly interesting. Two, it's a real grand fantasy rite of passage that in the lead up to the last battle, you got to get everyone together and have people war over their competing interests and figure out what they're going to get out of the last battle, blah, blah, blah. But to Ruocchio's credit, in the Wheel of Time, this goes on for 6 books. And here, a handful of chapters. And then we could, I'm sure there'll be more of this in Shadows Upon Time, but like, no, it wasn't the most narratively interesting. And I don't know why I didn't find the telegraph thing that interesting, but that said,
Yeah.
very small chunk of this book, and then they're off. So, and importantly, our boy's back.
Yeah, Lorien. Oh God, leading his little army of freaks. Like when they all pour
I
out of
know.
the spaceship, I'm just like, there's a dude like in a tank. There's like a 12-foot tall. I love the way that Ruocchio writes the extras because they're all
I
they're
like it's
all
like
just so freakish.
it's like you took some sort of Comic Con and dropped them in the middle of Sigma Chi.
Yeah. Oh man. Yeah, it is fun. Like I actually did read a couple reviews where people didn't like the brevity of this section. Like they actually enjoyed the strategy of like how do we defeat the Cielsen? How do we
Yeah,
grapple with all these like religious reveals with in front of the chantry? And then to like
yeah,
make it really simplistic into like a religious mission for one character was a
yeah,
departure from what they were hoping. Like, oh, now we're at this grand scale and things are complex and you have like warring factions.
yeah.
Just kidding. We're going back to first person narration hero story. So I actually
Well,
thought that was an interesting take too.
here's my pushback on that. That's been a series the whole time. It's never really been one about like galactic strategy, right?
Yeah,
Like this has been hyper focused on a handful of missions. And I don't think he can really pivot to that now because we haven't built up like a series of factions that have like different interests and other characters and all this stuff. Like
totally.
that's the difference between Wheel of Time is you spend all of these books like getting to know basically every country on that continent and you have sort of
Mhm.
representative figures. They all have their different cultures, you know them. And then when they all come together, that creates interesting tension. But like, I don't know what the
Yeah.
fuck's going on with the Wong Hopper Consortium and their giant miters and flared skull caps. Like, I don't think he even could do it because we just don't have enough developed interests.
Yeah, and
Uh,
like to your point, it's not that style of book. So I get why people
yeah.
might want it, but it's
Mhm.
clearly the choice he made to go a different
Yeah.
direction. I do think it's a bit of a
Yeah.
tease though to like create the
Yeah.
intergalactic council and then just
Yeah.
yeet him off planet. But I guess my favorite
I,
small
yeah.
parts of this were that the Lothrian clone army is now like this terrifying force of
They're
hermaphrodites.
doing great. They're thriving. Yeah.
Um,
They've
and then
got an army of twinks waiting in the
and then
wings.
the Tavrosi general scene was fantastic. The Tism is
Yes.
back,
The Tism is so back. Frankly, I missed it.
and he fucking hates Hadrian. I loved it.
Yeah.
Um,
Yeah.
anyway, but yeah, it doesn't last very long. We don't get a lot of this.
No.
Um,
So the big, I'm going to push the plot forward a little bit. Lorien shows
please.
up. He is now quite high up among the ranks of the extra Solarians. And I believe, Travis, correct me if I'm wrong, but this is the subject of Dregs of Empire.
Yes, that he escaped from the Belusia ice prison,
Belusia.
and
Still
now
kind
he
of want
is
to see
Mister.
Belusia, but I guess we can
Uh,
if we read Dregs of
if
Empire.
we
So,
read, but yeah, now he's Mister
um,
October, one of the 12-month named generals of
oh
Calen
yeah, that was
Aridodi's army.
so One Piece. I love these October. That was very funny. Great writing by Ruocchio.
Mhm.
Um, anyways, obviously the extras in the Empire haven't traditionally gotten along because they're a bunch of homunculus freaks. But Lorien comes with information. They claim to know how to track the Cielsen via telegraph. Shout out
Woo-hoo!
Alexander Graham Bell, who I'm pretty sure invented the telephone, not the telegraph. Um,
Believe it was
oh, can
Samuel
we do
Morse.
corrections corner? Can we do oh, dude, I had a different name for it. It's like dumb bitch alert or something.
I was gonna say whatever
Very
Pardon the Interruption used to do.
very kind listener, thank you so much, reached out and pointed out that we mixed up Glenn Cook and Gene Wolfe.
Big mix-up.
And then we both listened to a Ruocchio interview where he was absolutely doing tricks on Gene Wolfe. So all that to say, don't mix those two up. If you're looking for Ruocchio's favorite author, Gene Wolfe, not Glenn Cook.
Yep. It's
Thank
a
you,
big deal.
listener.
He loves Lawrence of Arabia and Christian fantasy.
Catholic fantasy.
Yeah.
About torture. Anyways, okay, telegraphs. Did you find that interesting? The tech drop?
No.
And the sort of scary implication that they've been listening to the Empire as well?
Not really. There's like, honestly, like, not really, because to the same point you made earlier, that's not really what this book has been about. Like, you know, spycraft and technological advancement. No, it's about Hadrian battling an army of freaks. So
with lightsabers.
Yeah, so that kind of overshadowed it for the rest of the book.
Yeah. Yeah, to be clear, I feel like we're not offering this as a criticism. It's more just like, that's not what these books are about. So we're not expecting like this huge political stagecraft thing.
Right. I read like British spy novels if I want that. This is not that book.
Yeah. Tinker Tailor Jadian.
Yeah. But the arrival of Lorien in front of an army of extras does cast some doubt on Hadrian's timing of his return. The Chantry and most of the Empire is like, yo, you slapped the Emperor, you're wanted, your best friend and former first mate is leading a freak army of our enemy.
And now he's hot and incredibly virile.
And you're probably bad news. So the Chantry takes a bit of offense of the Hadrian power grab. And they
I'm sick and tired of the fucking Chantry, man. I know that they finally
they're like in one
did
chapter
it.
This book. The Emperor and the Chantry are in one chapter in this whole fucking book.
What? You know how the Emperor has never done anything wrong?
Right, of course.
Yeah. Why does he allow the Chantry to persist in this way and continue to try to kill his most valuable weapon? Especially like when fucking times are changing, they know that this war is coming to a head. That like he knows the nature of the universe. Why allow these zealot like freaks to continue doing what they're doing? It doesn't make any sense to me.
I would agree
like,
that the power dynamic feels under explained. Like it feels like it's been explained away through these books as oh, it's a necessary pillar that is parallel to the pillar of the Emperor and his like royal lineage, and they must coexist to keep each other in check, like the, you know, different chambers of governments. But it's not like a democratic system. Like, you know, he runs the empire. He can do what he wants. He can kill whoever he wants. Like, I don't know.
Yeah. Is the answer that they're so powerful that he couldn't disband them if he wanted to?
That might be, and that might be why they hint at them having like their stockpile of atomics and controlling technology. But it does seem like that's a bit of an oversight on the behalf of the like imperial line that created the Chantry.
Yeah. And I just really don't find them like an interesting foil in this series.
They become more of a caricature of like whiny priests basically in this section. Like they have the head guy of the Chantry and all of these arguments who's like, no, like you can't say that, that's heresy.
It's just not interesting. Like, but they keep cropping up and trying to kill Hadrian, and I don't know, it just feels like a book can't pass without the Chantry trying to kill Hadrian, and it just never really goes anywhere or becomes interesting.
And at the end of the book, there is a little bit of a foreshadowing that the Chantry will betray him once again down the line. So I'm sure in book 7, we're going to get some more Chantry interactions, especially knowing what we know by the end of this book. But
it's just like yet another, I don't know. I think that's one of the places where the series is not working for me as well. It's just his ability to create antagonists with like comprehensible motivations.
Yeah. But I did actually
It
like the
always
assassination attempt in this one.
the
It was
scene
pretty
was
sick.
really cool, really
Yeah.
good. Dude, him watching his own arm fall off?
Oh my God.
Really? Yeah. For all the complaining we just did, this scene was so fun. My
Yeah.
goodness.
Hey, I feel like, we're giving it its flowers and its thorns, roses and its thorns, this series.
Yeah.
We're being quite
We'll do our
literal.
wrap up about feelings about this,
Yeah.
but we both liked this book, right? Like,
Oh, 100%. Yeah, just checking in
yeah.
on feelings. This was fun. There's lots of like
Yeah.
little nitpick parts, but there's tons to like. And
Yeah.
yeah, one of them is
It's
literally him melting.
nuts. Yeah. I think it's not a reveal, but like after that crazy encounter with the woman from the chantry where she's like kind of threatening him, I feel like I should have seen it coming that she like
Right.
grabs him and poisons him, but I didn't. And once you
No.
realize what's happening, um, absolutely nuts. And Celine is there.
This whole
Yeah,
section
this
was
is really
like
cool.
riveting, these few chapters here.
Yeah, this is like the first time. I think this is the first time in recording this pod that I have like stopped working during the workday and just read. It was like the
Yeah,
poisoning through all of the end of time stuff because
right.
it was just fascinating.
Super creative. Alternate theory is that instead of a Chantry assassination attempt, he actually melted because of cooties from Celine. Thoughts?
Because they weren't married and the quiet
Yeah.
punished him.
Yep.
Yeah, be careful, kids. You never know. Leave enough room for the quiet.
Yeah.
At that school dance.
When you're slow dancing in middle school, leave room for Jesus.
Hey, can I make a stupid comment before I forget it?
No, we don't allow those here.
I feel like he said the term quantum foam 400 times in this book and 0 times in the previous books. What's up with
There's a
that?
lot. There's a
Why is
lot
there
of like.
quantum foam everywhere?
There's so many interesting uses of vocabulary. Like I'm staring at a page right now where he uses the phrase in the same paragraph: iron rescuer, chimeric beast, plasma launcher, cephalophore. Like he's going wild. That's one paragraph.
I do love that about these sorts of series is that like if you hand someone just like the middle of book 8 and ask them to read a page, it would be like handing them a book in Italian.
Oh yeah,
But to
100%.
us, I'm like, oh yeah, of course, cephalophores.
Yeah, duh. Oh, yes,
Yeah.
of course, the chimeric iron beasts.
Yes.
But yeah, there's some interesting terminology that he starts to use as just common in this book, and you're like, wait a minute, buddy.
Yeah. Okay.
So anyway,
Now I think we're on to some heady shit, if I'm not
this is
mistaken.
I don't even know what to call this lore corner. I called it lore palace last episode because I thought that was a big dump. This is like
Yeah.
lore Mageddon. I don't even know.
Loreverse.
Yeah.
Enter the Loreverse. Okay. So Hadrian turns into goo.
Yeah, he's dead.
Spells the end of most people.
Mhm.
And he wakes up and it's meated. Meated?
He's muted.
Can we end the recording?
Oh, that was a walk-off dinger right there.
And that's the point I was going to make. I'm going to stop it there. He's met by 2 friendly urchins named Salt and Rag.
Yeah, and Salt is the fucking homunculus from book 1.
Yeah, which we were joking about. We're like, the shoe finally dropped. The homunculus from Empire of Silence came back. We all saw it.
I knew the guy, and I called it. I called it though in book 1 that guy was somebody from that ship was going to be important long term, and it didn't make sense that they disappeared.
We
and
were
I have no
both
idea
harping
why
on
they're
this.
back.
Like something weird happened on that ship for it to crash. I wasn't expecting him to be some sort of servant of the angels at the end of time. But how could you have known? Also,
how could you have known?
I think Salt and Rag sounds like a fancy hand soap brand.
I was gonna say it's like a San Francisco ice cream shop.
Yeah, Salt and Rag. This is our rag flavored ice cream, made with bits of real rag.
Yeah. It's actually just Oreo crumbles, but they call it dirty dish towel.
Yeah. Okay. So let's step through this.
So yes, he is in the well of Nahamon, where the dead are wakened from sleep, and he is a translucent creature
who is becoming kind of more and more real.
Dude, that scene
Being
was
reborn.
hilarious. I
Yes.
can't remember if it's Salt or Rag, but he's like, grab my fucking hand. And then his hand goes through his hand. He's like, you nerd. You thought you were
Not
a
ready yet.
body.
Yeah.
It's also the
Little
first
underbaked.
F-bomb, maybe the only F-bomb in this book.
Oh, really?
Yeah. I remember being like,
know.
oh, there's not a lot of cursing.
I feel like I've had the opposite, which is I would expect there to not be much cursing, but there is. And I wonder if that's just like we're like kids of the 90s and we grew up in a real sort of chaste and censorious era of Christianity.
There are two F-bombs.
What are you looking at?
There are two F-bombs in this entire
book. You just
book.
Control F'd fuck?
Yeah, I did.
Hell yeah.
One is,
okay,
one is, what the hell is this? Of noise and signal? What is this?
Do any of these fuckers
what is this chapter from? I don't remember this at all.
ever bust out of the walls?
I'm sorry. I got to redo this passage from chapter 13. Ain't that the truth, said another man, and paused for the space of a breath. What's his fucking name again? Prissy, said the first. Prissy Lasaris, old Sir Friedrich's bat boy. And I got to tell you, when I just saw that, I had no idea what that was. I thought that was a different book.
I have no recollection of reading that.
So that's the other F-bomb.
That's kind of sad. So fuck used twice, quantum foam used 300 times. That sounds about right.
We're in the end times. Back to it.
Yeah, we got to do Salt and Rag.
We're like 10% into the section. We're fucked.
What is the name of this place? It starts with an L.
I don't remember.
All right, cool.
I just wrote the well of Nahamon.
Yeah, I was really impressed with that, and I thought you were going to know the name of the place. We'll figure it out.
The Judicator, he's there.
Okay. So, anywho, once he becomes more corporal, they decide they need to take him to see the Judicator. And they march him through a very frightening Bloodborne city, which I really liked.
Yeah. Very terrifying. They have like the little flesh tanks that are rolling through town.
Yeah.
And
what the fuck is this?
And like the boy is just in the middle of the road, like frightened, and he has to save him. Like it's a really
God, that was scary.
Just dystopian nightmare scene. It's very creative.
Yeah. Yeah. Yet again, this man can create a cool ass new setting.
Yeah, and the stars are all dying. Like the sun is dead, the stars are dying. It definitely feels like end times.
Yeah, yeah. And are we supposed to take that more or less at face value that this is sort of the end of this timeline?
Yeah, it's like the end of
this universe.
This iteration of this universe, of which there are many of each. But there are many like it, but this one is mine.
Yeah. Incredibly cool setting.
Yeah.
So eventually, Hadrian is taken to meet the Judicator. How'd you find the Judicator?
I found it super cool. It's like
Judicator.
He walks in with First of all, it's like the same temple from his visions with the quiet.
Yep.
So he kind of recognizes it, but it looks different. The Judicator is like the same boy that he was helping, Rag, but has like split voices and different octaves. Like it's very, I don't know, it's very fever dream. It's very, it feels appropriate to the scale of like what the fuck is happening here.
Yeah, no. And I mean, I don't know if I have much to say beyond cool as hell.
Yeah. Yeah, but it
really
turns out that the Judicator is really Ragama the Watcher, who just dumps a whole metric fuck ton of lore on poor little Hadrian here. Who's trying to figure out how his hands work.
A veritable piss rag of lore. Yeah. So Rag the Watcher is one of the Watchers who has held out and is still supporting the Quiet in these dark, dark days.
Yes. And the backdrop there is that the Watchers were basically the disciples of the Quiets who were created for specific purposes to
Yeah.
steward the universe through different means. So Ushara, who is cohabitating Hadrian's brain like a virus, was the
Yeah.
shepherd of
Let's
the
not forget that
stars.
she's still, yeah.
She's still in there
Yeah.
doing her creepy smile, but she was
Yeah.
supposed to take care of the stars. She, it was revealed, gave that up for kind of mortal
Mm-hmm.
power and rule. And so that's also why we're
Yeah.
at the end of the universe where the stars are dying, is she gave up her
Yep.
position.
Very
Um,
cool.
so
And
they're
a
on
and a
opposite sides.
kind of frightening note by Rag is, I don't know if Hadrian asks it directly, but he says that there are like countless Watchers.
Yes.
I was kind of operating under the assumption that there were like 6 and that we were going to kill
Yeah.
them all.
I thought it would be like a more clean, like 12 disciple type thing, you know?
Yeah. And I don't know if that means like countless spread across the various realities and whatever, or if they're just countless here. But I feel like this is all ultimately pointing towards Hadrian achieving a very temporary peace.
Yeah.
But the arc of the universe is long, you know?
Because it comes up later too that someone is like, you can't kill all these Watchers. Like, you can only
Yeah.
save humanity for a little bit. And I think that's
Yeah.
that will probably become something towards the end of book 7, I imagine.
Yeah.
Um,
And I like that too as sort of an adjustment of the stakes. I think it's a pretty, I don't know. It happens in
yeah,
a lot of fantasy series and it does feel right to me, you know.
yeah.
There's
But
no cheap go ahead.
no, I was gonna say that this scene I thought was interesting because it's also a series of like tests. Basically, he's told
Mhm.
like if he passes the tests, he may be spared or brought back to life. But I actually thought the big test was this first one where he's like, "You got a demon inside you. I would like to kill her. You want to
Yeah.
let me?"
Yeah. They have a little war of the wills there.
Yeah.
And I imagine overcoming the will of a Watcher is no easy thing to do.
No, I don't like even just reading the feeling of somebody else being in your head, like controlling your emotions is creepy.
Yeah.
Like one of my biggest fears is those little like bug parasites that will like take over like a fish's tongue and replace it and then like feed themselves and then discard the fish, you know? There's like
Didn't know about
nature's
that. Wish I
scary.
didn't. That sounds
Nature's so
horrible.
freaky. Yeah.
Damn. Damn nature, you scary. Um okay. But he does. Ultimately, Ushara
Yes.
is, I mean, not killed, clearly, because the end of the book, but at least cast out of Hadrian's brain, which seems good for the short term.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
But
That's
we're not
actually a
going to
good
get
point. I
him
forgot. No.
cackling demonically in public anymore, which I kind of liked.
I know it was really fun. Just creepy
Yeah,
demon smile.
very
Like
very Randall Thor.
very Hunter
Um,
Hunter. Um,
if you know, you know, and I
I
don't.
know. Nope. But then we get
Um,
some more lore dump, which is who is the Quiet?
or what is the Quiet? Sounds like you decided
Why is
it's a
the Quiet?
guy. Yeah.
I think Hadrian decided it's a guy.
I thought Hadrian decided it wasn't a guy, and Albay decided it was a guy.
That is one of the philosophical debates later in the book. Yes.
I don't
But
think we're
the
going to cover
Quiet.
that stuff in great detail because, frankly, we're not. There are better people to talk about that shit.
It's also
That's
one of my
getting into
least
like
favorite
heady.
parts of the book.
Yeah, yeah. It's like both we didn't find it that interesting, and that is like headier theological stuff that we
Mhm.
have no context for. So, um, you know, many people have discussed it on Reddit. So
Yeah.
go there. Okay. So nature of the quiet, and I did enjoy this whole free will discussion. What'd you make of this?
Yeah. I did think it was interesting that so the Watcher is like creation itself, and you get the classic debate, which is like, oh, well, if there is a all powerful, omnipotent God, why does God allow
Yeah.
evil? And why does God allow suffering and pain?
Yeah.
And it's all so that humanity has the freedom of choice and to choose their own destiny for better or worse. And like it's all
Yeah.
one big test is, you know, the the kind of statements, but it does follow classic theological lines of,
Yeah. And
you've been given this gift. It's up to you to choose whether to fall into evil or good.
yeah. I think some people don't like to think of it as a test, even though maybe it is in practice, but like it's more just the relationship of you to the creator. It's not like
Yeah.
he set this up in order to see if you will pass or fail, but like it's just the nature of the thing.
Right. But this is
But
set up specifically to see if he passes or fails. Like it's a very
this one this one quite literally was a test because he has a chance to crack the egg and
Mhm.
just end it all.
Yeah. Maybe basically choose selfish or service, right? Like, do you want
Yeah.
to live a peaceful alternate reality with Valka and your friends and your daughter and stuff?
Hmm.
Or do you want a maybe painful life of service for the greater good? Um,
Yeah.
what's your calling, basically? So yeah, this is where Ruocchio really just hits us over the head that like, okay, there are no more illusions. This is a Christian
Do you think
book.
so?
Like I I do. Like there's a part where um even like Ragama's outfit has like a interlocking series of triangles and circles. And I looked it up. He's like, where have I
Yeah.
seen this before? And it's like the Father, Son, and Holy Spirit classic Trinity
Yeah.
thing. And it's all about like rebirth in the eyes of like a, monotheistic religion and stuff.
Yeah.
So yeah, this
I
is where for me it's like, okay, we're gonna be a little explicit that, you know, Hadrian
yeah.
died and rose again on the third day, like fallen
Yeah.
angels.
I'm not going to be able to like succinctly put together my thoughts on this. I think one thought is that, yeah, it seems pretty space Jesus to me, having, all of the stuff we just talked about and Adrian dying and rising again on the third day, all that stuff. I do acknowledge that, as many people have pointed out on Reddit, this is also pulling from a bunch of different traditions.
Right.
Um, so I don't know. I think you take it whichever way, which I think the simpler reading is like, yeah, it feels pretty space Jesus. But,
Yeah.
if you want to pull from other stuff, I think that's valid. And I imagine Ruocchio is too. But then, like, stepping back, I think it still functions like on his own as like a function of the Sun Eater universe too. Like, I think it's
I
still
agree.
interesting narratively, like,
I
regardless
actually
of what it's tied to in our world.
I actually agree too. Like I didn't have a big problem with it. I think there are some nuggets in here that are like more tied
Yeah.
to, our own world of religion, pretty explicitly, but I thought it fit fine with where the narrative was going. Like I don't have a big
Yeah.
problem with it. I do think there's one thing that I have been thinking, not, and I know we said we weren't going to get into too much of this, but the one thing I have been thinking of is like it was a different moral quandary that I thought was more interesting when Hadrian was trying to decide whether to genocide the Cielsen, like based on whether the empire was worth saving. Like, oh, is
Yep.
this flawed thing good enough for me to like wipe out a whole civilization? It's a little
Yeah.
less interesting to me when it's like a religious mandate. Like this must
Yeah.
be, you must do it. It takes the like moral issue out of it in a weird way.
I know. Yeah. Turning this into a divine right in a world where
Mhm.
there's very little question about the nature of divinity is, I think, both less interesting and more troubling, you know?
Yeah.
Um, and I don't know, we've talked about this so much on this show. Like, clearly, we are in the minority of thinking that the Cielsen could be. I don't know that they could be redeemed, but I don't think that the genocide is clearly justified. Um, and and we got our boy Ramantanu running around. Great guy,
Yeah.
very loyal.
So
People can
loyal.
change. Cielsen can
People
change
can
too.
change. People
Um,
can change. Yeah,
but
but
yeah, like
it's a
all of
similar like
this has a. Yeah, I don't know,
the 2
man.
like side
It's.
steps that were a little hard for me were that one where it's like, oh, you're on a religious crusade and it takes a little bit of like the human choice element out of it. And then
Hmm.
the other is just like, as he becomes more invincible throughout the series, the stakes of like conflict feel smaller. Like when you can't get
Yeah.
killed, like it doesn't, like I don't really want to read fight scenes as much. So yeah,
Yeah.
those
And
are the two bigger themes that I was struggling with a little bit.
this is a thought I was going to share when we were talking about the end of the book, but I think maybe I'll bring it up now, which is, I mean, ultimately, Hadrian's making these choices like in defense of humanity, of life generally. And I don't know, I think one of the reasons that's not working for me particularly well is it does feel really abstract. And it's
Mhm.
like he's fighting for the notion of humanity. But in the context of this series, we haven't experienced it goes back to the side character issue. Like we haven't really had meaningful relationships with anyone in this world besides Hadrian. And we sort of know that Hadrian hasn't had meaningful relationships with people besides Valka and I guess his daughter and maybe Lorien to some extent. But when I think about like other series where you can just feel those relationships more, I don't know, it just hits a lot harder. I mean, like as clumsy as he can be, like think about like sacrifices like Kaladin makes. Those feel a lot more real and a lot heavier because we're invested in the world he's like trying to save. And here it's just like this academic fight for an abstraction, but we have not really had a chance to care about the people in this world. It's just
Mhm.
humanity, not humans specifically. And ultimately, I think that's just always going to hold me back from enjoying the series as much as some other people.
Yeah, good points. Good points. It's a real emotional roller coaster experiencing God for Hadrian, like, and choosing
Yes.
whether to kill it. What did you think of his reason for not destroying the Quiet? I don't know if you
I
remember the
don't know.
line. I wrote the line down,
No, I
like,
don't. I don't remember the
it
line.
was
What was the
they
line?
Ragama's like, "Why didn't you do it?" He's like, "Because this is the world where my daughter lives. How could I destroy it?" And I think that's the kind
Yeah.
of counter to your point of just like, I actually thought that was a pretty beautiful line of just like, "Oh,
Well, God, see, now I sound so cynical because yes, I do
no, but
remember that line.
you're right, like, all around, but I think that's the one part where I was like, "Ooh, that was really good. That was really good."
Yeah, no, my slightly more negative read was this is the middle of book 6, and his most meaningful attachment to this world is the daughter that was birthed 300 pages ago,
I
you know?
know.
Like, it
It's
feels like a
tough.
little too late, you know? Like, that shouldn't be the reason. It should be everything that we've seen before that and all of the people we've met in this series. And it just comes down to the daughter. And I think that feels like the right response.
Mhm.
But, like, I think it does point maybe to some of the shortcomings I was talking about, at least in my opinion. But it's a
Yeah,
good line, like, no
it's a
doubt.
good
And it
line.
worked in the moment for me. It worked in the
And I
moment.
also think even I'm curious what the timing was, but I know Ruocchio has, like, 2 little kids, and I wonder if, like,
Yeah.
this was written right around the time that he had a kid.
Yeah.
Because I think that's a pretty like, "Oh, why, like, throw this new daughter figure in and put so much importance on her?" That might be part of the reason.
Yeah.
Reading too much in.
And it is
Yeah.
good writing. Like, obviously, we
Yeah.
don't have kids, but I think it is good writing about, like, that kind of very powerful relationship between a parent and their kid. I'm being
Yeah.
blinded by the
I
sun
just saw
right
that.
now.
You are
Has the quiet
shiny.
appeared to me?
Yeah.
Yeah, I
Yeah,
gotta
a
shut these
voice.
blinds, man.
Low. Um, but yeah, just closing out this section. So he's talking to Ragama. He spared the quiet, to commit himself to service of the mission. And he's basically told, yeah, Vargassos is where you should be going. It has a weapon that can blow up the Watchers and the Quiet. Like, you need to go seek it out. And they yeet him back to reality. He wakes up naked and afraid in the middle of a
And
spaceship
hot.
and hot and young and without the crooked Marlowe smile.
I'm so sad to see it go.
I know. It's such a
Do you think that
bummer.
was the plan all along?
Just to, like,
To
why
have the
he
crooked
emphasized
Marlowe
that so much.
smile and then
It was
well,
interesting.
you know who does a bit of a half smile in real life? Christopher Ruocchio.
A That
Think
crooked
about that.
Ruocchio
Check
smile.
the interviews, check the tape. Check the
Check
tape.
it out. Check it out.
Um,
So yeah,
okay.
basically we'll have to wrap there. We made it to chapter 42.
Nice. We
Um,
covered like 12 chapters.
yeah. But honestly, this is like a huge part. So I think we'll be able to cruise through, you know, the extras and Vergassos, which has plenty. There's plenty going
I'm
on there.
I,
So
I'm psyched to talk about Calen Herendotes
I
and
know
his Indian accent in the audiobook.
it's so fun. But yeah, we'll be back. We'll put this out soon. Yeah, you're obviously listening to it, and we'll have another episode very soon too. And then
Or maybe we'll do it. Maybe we'll
get
do
to
a
book
bang
7.
bang. Maybe we'll do
Yeah,
a bang bang and just release a big ass
it'll,
long episode. Who knows?
it'll come out when it comes out. Have fun,
Have fun. Love yourself. Be kind to
Yeah,
yourself.
incredible.
Okay, guys. Thank you for listening. That's all I got. I got no jokes.
Yeah, we'll see you soon.
Bye-bye.
Bye.
Some cheese with your fat girlfriend from Wisconsin. Eat some cheese with your fat girlfriend from Wisconsin.
Oh, baby.
Surprise, we're recording.
Oh.
Travis
You
was
just hit that
mid-planning
button.
and I rip-corded it.
I'm fresh off Mission Impossible. I'm ready to rip.
The Final Reckoning?
The final reckoning, where they disarm
Against-
several nuclear bombs by hand with no experience.
Was it a red wire, blue wire thing?
It was.
That's awesome.
But conveniently, it was triple redundant, so they had time to cut the wire and then run to a safe server room before the bomb blew up.
Do you think the people who write those kinds of movies take it seriously?
Yeah. Yeah, they do.
What if they're like huge assholes about it? They get like notes from the producers. They're like, no,
It's triple redundant.
I'm an artist.
God. It's always the red wire.
He needs to hang from a biplane.
That part was cool. I gotta admit, it was pretty sick.
Yeah.
There was
Tom
a good
Cruise loaded up
submarine
the sauce.
section and a good plane section. And the rest of the movie was pretty trash.
Yeah. All right. Cool. Okay, we're coming back for part 2 of Disquiet Gods.
Part 3. Part 2 of part 2.
Part 2 of this episode. Come on.
Which
Don't
is going to be
catch me
2
in
episodes.
Don't make me technically wrong.
We are,
oh, wait,
we
I
are
thought it was going to be 1 episode.
Well, it's going to be, no, a 2.5-hour episode versus 2 1-hour episodes.
No, I like the mega episode.
I'm not doing a mega episode.
Fuck. Okay.
We'll figure it out. Doesn't matter. We're covering chapters 41 to the end.
And important note, both of us have started Shadows Upon Time.
Yeah, what are your thoughts so far?
I was not expecting the Cassandra Hadrian incest plot.
Yeah, that was wild.
That was out of nowhere. And then the whole Gilliam Vass being Kharn's son and then brought back to life by the Quiet was weird.
And then when Celine is in the Gundam body and starts just shooting civilians.
I know. And then like finding out Crispin is one of the Watchers was, again, cool, but out of nowhere. So a lot to discuss when we get there. But
yeah. We'll get there, though.
That's for another episode. For now, let me take you to Vergassos.
Ooh, what? No, we're not there yet.
No, I know, but spiritually we're in Vergassos.
We're on the way. We're on the way.
Are you correcting me? I know we're not in Vergassos yet.
You clearly
but we're headed there. Yeah.
But first, there's a crazy naked dude on an Imperial ship, and nobody knows where he came from.
Where am I? Like he puts on a space blanket and runs around.
Yeah, he's like, it's me. Even though I look different.
Oh, man. Weird thing where Hadrian just materializes on the ship. And yeah, when he presents himself to his daughter, she has questions.
Yeah, she's so freaked out.
And like, of course that's the right thing, but I don't know why as a reader I was frustrated. I was like, get it over with. It's him. Come on.
It is its own little mini arc, like her coming to terms that he's really her dad.
Yeah.
I mean,
and they do a little karate together.
Dude, she spent her whole life thinking like the pinnacle of craziness was her like lightsaber training in the fire mountain. She's been through some shit. Her dad was a puddle.
I think he could have dealt with this a little bit earlier if he had maybe told her anything about his life.
Right. Or if they came up with a code word.
Mm-hmm.
That's why you need like kiwi. Yeah.
Kiwi, what would they use the code word for?
Definitely not the incest plot.
Oh, yeah. Man, Ruocchio, what are you doing?
But yeah, he's in the same body, but it's different. Like his arm is gone and it's real bone now.
He's hot again.
He's hot and young and not scarred. And tell me about his smile.
Oh, listener, I'm so sad to report the crooked Marlowe smile is no more.
It's the worst.
I don't know what's left for me in this series anymore.
I mean, that was pretty much it.
I can't imagine this guy's smug grin as I'm reading.
But I think everyone's reactions to him coming back to life are pretty funny. Like Cassandra crying, angry, doubtful. Lorien shoots him no fewer than 18 times, clean through his chest.
Yeah. The point is, when he comes back, he has the most narcissistic description of his own face I've ever read.
I'm so
as if all the talent of the High College had committed to carving a beautiful man from stone.
It's the same way he describes like the Jadian concubines and the Empress when he first sees them, but it's just him.
Yeah. Okay. Well, I do have a quote that I'm going to give you.
Good.
And it's I think spiritually the same. It's a Hadrian classic, him piping in the middle of a conversation he's not really a part of. Here's how it is introduced. The voice sounded like a shot, like a grenade hurled from the highest level to that white and black tessellated floor. It was a voice so many of them knew, a voice from countless datanet holographs, from propaganda films and broadcast footage going back for hundreds of years. Every child in the Imperium had doubtless heard it, been shown recordings in history class, darkly polished, severe, like the voice of some villain in a Eudoran mask. It was my own voice.
Dun, dun, dun.
If this were like in one of those CEO biographies we love to talk about, like if this were in Shoe Dog, I think the person would be put to death.
Yeah. It's absurd.
This is the writing of a psychopath again.
It's also the start of one of your least favorite trends in the writing for the rest of this book, which is of an out-of-body voice appearing in the dialogue and then him realizing it was mine.
It was mine. Yeah.
I didn't realize I was talking eloquently and quoting Virgil.
A handsome, ageless man appeared in the doorway.
He's also a real freak now. He doesn't sleep. He's very invincible. Like it's no longer just awesome. Like, oh, I dodged one bullet. It's like you cannot actually kill me.
You can't kill me. I don't sleep.
Yeah.
He's got 3 days and you're 1 day. After a week, he's a month ahead. After a year, can't touch him. Dude, I feel like he's like the Blood Boy guy now.
Yeah, I was going to say the entrepreneur guy from Instagram from Friday Beers.
Oh, Royce DuPont?
Royce DuPont. He's using he's using the DuPont method.
He really. Oh man,
so
what were we talking about? You were talking about Lorien shooting him, then I was talking about Lorien shooting him.
Yeah, whoa.
And then I couldn't find the quote I wanted.
It's great. We're killing it.
This is our worst episode yet.
So he's back. We get some real Ship of Theseus bullshit hammered into our heads for the 100th time by Ruocchio.
Hell yeah.
And we get a little recap.
I like
of what
that he
happens.
just deals with it. He's like, still me.
Yeah, still me.
Forget those other books.
I rose on the third day, just like Space Jesus would. And turns out after he got melted into a puddle, they ran away. The princess and Lorien and Cassandra shot their way out of the Forum, and now they're on the run and everybody hates them. So good time to come back.
Feels like there's going to be some fallout from that in book 7.
Yeah, maybe a little bit, but they're on their way to meet Calen Harindotes.
Harindotes, yes.
Oh, good. I'm glad you
For
didn't
those of you No, because it was right.
Fuck it.
For those of you who don't listen to the audiobook, you might be surprised to hear that Calen Herendotes has a thick Indian accent.
We need to do a tier
Just
list
thought
of
I'd report that.
we need a tier list of the voiced characters from the audiobook and the ridiculousness or mismatch of their voices.
Unfortunately, unlike the Sirianni voice, I cannot do the Indian accent.
We will
Doesn't
be
feel
canceled.
right.
No, it does not.
Yeah. But yeah, go check that out. It's pretty bad.
This kind of starts for me like the slow part of this book. Maybe my least favorite. I know you really didn't like the forum section, but basically the next like 50, 60 pages at least are kind of like a forced recap. Hadrian has to explain God to random people. There's like 5 religious debates with Edward and stuff. Like it's not the best. It's not my favorite.
This is the stuff we promised to not cover because we both don't have anything to say about it and aren't qualified even if we wanted to. So
yeah.
Celine
is very much in love with Hadrian. That's a fun part of this.
Yeah.
Tries to make out with them.
What a developed character she's become.
Yes. And his response is that remaining pure and chaste breaks the cycle of power and corruption, which is...
Away, harlot.
Which, okay, we didn't actually cover it last section, but my favorite part is that he's like, I could never touch this Celine woman. And then he gets called out by Lorien or somebody that he was just banging chicks on Jad the whole time.
That is great. I loved Lorien giving him a hard time. Live a little, brother.
It's like, come on, dude. Yeah. You're telling me you didn't. And Hadrian's like, for shame, I did.
Other
fun fact,
never forget. Valka
never
used
forget
a room
you're
servant.
Shitty person. Fun fact here, I would like you to turn your attention to the fact that the birdos are only 5 feet tall.
That shook me.
That
I imagined them as giant.
Well, the Cielsen are like 8 feet tall, right? Palatines are like 7 feet tall. Bird boys are 5 feet tall.
Palatine?
Whatever they are, Palpatines.
You dogged on me for a little while. I had to catch you on something. That's only a word they've been saying for 6 books.
I'm over it.
I don't care anymore. Okay, yeah, but there is an explanation. If they were heavier, couldn't fly. Yeah, they could have bigger wings, though. Think about that. What about pterodactyls?
Oh, yeah.
Not real, but...
Great point. Anyway, we're on our way to meet Calen. That's pretty much it. Not much happens for a while.
And a big reveal we all saw coming. Calen, not Calen. Well, he is Calen, but he's also Kharn. Did you... I mean, I didn't see this coming. I wonder if, listeners, if anyone called this, let us know. Because I don't know if this was something anyone could call.
It's tough. Like, I actually was trying to think back, like, what are some of the signs about it? Like, you know, the first time they see his image that gets shown to Hadrian when he's, like, on Latara. Like,
yeah.
You know, I couldn't really remember.
It's a different body
obvious.
than... He's in a different body than the last time Hadrian saw him, so there's no physical connection.
Right.
I guess you could connect the, like, we know one guy was cast out, and then maybe, you know, roughly same time period, someone kind of rises up among the extras. So, yeah, I'm sure someone guessed it, but it didn't feel like there were enough seeds planted that we would feel like we should have guessed it as a reader.
Right. And it was a really good reveal. Like, I actually thought when he first met him, like, alone in that imitarium, I think is the room, it was a really good, like, rich description. Like, I hadn't seen a rich description like that of a new character in a while, where they really went, like, in depth about him. So I enjoyed the reveal, and then he was immediately as annoying as Hadrian. What is a kingdom but a dream, Hadrian? I was like, God damn it.
God, yeah, we did end up plotting out like a order of operations for villains in this series, which is capture Hadrian, quote, 16th to 18th century literature, let Hadrian escape, die. Pretty much without fail.
That's pretty much what happens here. It just takes another 200 pages for it to actually happen.
Is it to this Kharn or Lady Kharn where where the person's like, Shakespeare is like, no, Eliot, got him.
I can't remember which, but they both have a quote off. Both of them have quote off conversation. I mean, it is the same person, to be fair. It's both Kharn, but which I feel like that's OG Kharn in the first reveal when we first see Vorgassos. I think you liked it. I think you very much enjoyed the conversation.
I did, yes. Now, it was a head smacker for me. I think it's just like this sort of thing where they're correcting each other on quoting literature from 40,000 years ago. It's just in an awkward space where if the whole series were a little bit campier and just generally didn't take itself so seriously, right, I think I would find this really funny.
Yeah.
But it generally does take itself pretty seriously. And then if I'm just supposed to take these as like serious exchanges between serious people, that's when you lose me a little bit. That's just me. It is funny.
It is funny. I mean, the part that I thought was funny in this section is that he tries to run it back with Hadrian through the homunculus woman. He's like, remember when I did this to you? Hadrian's like, no, fuck.
That was good. Hadrian immediately got, Kharn? Yes.
I know that's you. Not again. Not today. Oh,
man. I love Kharn.
Yeah. We get a little bit of a lore corner with Kharn. I mean, we get a lot of a lore corner that he's going back to take Vorgassos. He wants revenge on his sister. He is the boy who was kicked out, yada, yada, yada. But also that the Exalted are direct descendants of the Mericani.
Yeah.
In part.
That's interesting.
Part daimon.
Which I hadn't really thought of. That is some foreshadowing, I suppose, for the Orphan.
Yeah, 100%.
Maybe we could have seen that coming.
True. And then the other one that I thought was interesting that they don't go into as much even later on, which is that like the whole idea that he saw hell, that like Empire and Machines tried to use a watcher they captured to create a new universe. Kind of freaky deaky.
I just didn't know what to make of it. It was very interesting. And I guess it's just something I'm keeping my eye on as we go forward. But yeah. More nature of the afterlife shit.
Yeah. But generally the passage to Vorgassos is pretty forgettable. You know what?
Did you intentionally say he was going back to take Vorgassos and then you're going to double back on his actual plan?
Well, did he have an actual? I can't remember if he had an actual plan at this point.
We'll get there. There. What were you going to say?
So this was my biggest missed opportunity section, because in what he chose to do with like the passage to Vorgassos is like little philosophical battles between side characters, like talking about Arthur Buddhism. Yeah. What he should have done, in my opinion, is talk at all about how extrasolarians, Cielsen, bird boys, and Jadians all interact on a ship together for like 5 years. Like
the fact that we get a tavern scene.
Yeah, the fact that we get no play of like Cielsen interaction is disgusting to me.
If there's one thing that this series is not at all interested in, it's human-to-human interactions.
But it's so easy. Like, this would have been the perfect light comedy section. Just like, what does a bird say to a Cielsen on a ship together for like 2 years? Like, what is Cassandra up to when she's not talking to him for 4 years? Like,
an extrasolarian, a birdo, and a Cielsen walk into a bar.
Exactly. Just give me one, man. Oh, it felt like such a missed opportunity.
That's actually like, we get a moment I thought was pretty funny later on, when Valka dies again and when the Cielsen want to eat her. This would have been a perfect moment to take that moment of comedy and have it happen on the ship.
Right.
Something like that.
Like, it was great.
Yeah.
That part was so funny. Yeah, so I was disappointed in
You
that.
didn't
And
like
it's
okay.
also because like he spent so long wishing he could talk to Cielson. And now that he has an opportunity, he doesn't. And he's like missing big things about their culture that we find out later on. But
Well, you got to remember, Hadrian is not interested in other people.
That's true.
At a very fundamental level, he does not care about actual human beings. He only cares about abstract ideas of human beings.
That's fair. All right. Yeah. Well, do we just got to remember that?
Yeah.
Oh, man. Take us to Vergassos.
No.
Okay.
You want to talk about Tunnel Flight 45? Or what?
No, I don't. I don't want to talk about Tunnel Flight 45.
Yeah. Okay, let's skip to the good shit. Let's skip to the good shit. So we arrive, and I think all of us are thinking that it's a pretty straightforward by Indian Kharn Sagara. Kill his sister, take back Vergassos.
Yeah.
Turns out a little more complicated than that. And the real plan is fuck it, 10,000 Kharn Sagaras. we must spread our seed to the wind, and we will flower across the universe. And I love it.
Oh, it's wild. I mean, it's such a batshit shit section. Like, he orders genocide on his own planet to start things off casually.
Yeah.
Fake Hadrian shows up.
Nuts. What was it, like Project Angelicus or something? What's the name of it?
It's the Angelica series. Like,
yeah.
It's like Hadrian number 47. It just comes out. He's like, I'm the real boy.
Yeah, I love that they're trying to see if he has metachlorians or if it's actually just some sort of divine power.
Exactly.
So it didn't work, unfortunately, the Hadrian breeding program.
Oh my God. But then, yeah, Kharn taking over the tree of life, like taking over the pods of clones of himself was gnarly.
So sick. And then, in easily the best moment of comedy of the entire series, Kharn creates like 400 copies of himself, and they get nuked 2 pages later. I have done it. There are a million of me. Yeah.
And they're all just dying. They're just naked little versions of themselves scampering around.
That is so funny, too. Like, one of them is like a giant blonde Viking with like dong out.
It's very like Attack on Titan, just like these flailing naked bodies just running around. But they're gnarly. Like one of them like cuts its umbilical cord off while it like jumps out of a tank.
So metal, man. Yeah. I know we're laughing about this. This scene was so fun, man. I was having a great time.
It was really cool, and it was very fun, very well written, very just like, oh my God, what the hell is happening?
Yeah. And then, yeah, a line that we both flagged that it was like the mayfly death of Kharn Sagara. Born immediately dies. Really good line by Ruocchio. I don't know if you actually liked that line. I really liked that line.
No, I did. I mean, he brings up the mayfly thing a couple of different times. I thought it was a perfect representation of what's happening.
Yeah.
And also, we didn't talk about the PTSD that Cassandra must have having to kill fake Hadrian.
That's fucked up, man.
Yeah.
She is out of the frying pan into the fire.
She truly is.
No, she wasn't even in the frying pan. She was living such a nice life.
And she was having a great time.
Shit. Yeah, she was. Yeah. She's only 40. Come on.
Oh my God.
Okay. And I think that takes us to Lady Kharn.
You don't want to talk about Man Kharn singing a Kipling song in the middle of his speech about how he's going to live forever.
I don't know if I do or don't want that in the adaptation.
Just when he broke into song, I just started losing it. So funny.
Yes, in classical English, I'm singing the bare necessities.
Yes. Oh my gosh.
That was funny. God damn, that was funny. What did you think about Lady Kharn? Oh.
Okay, we're skipping lore corner, going straight to Lady Kharn.
No, let's hit lore corner.
Yeah. I was going to say the Fort Grissom and the little reveal.
Oh, did you give that a Google?
No, I didn't actually. Did you?
Let's do it live.
Yeah.
Is it named after John Grisham?
I thought it was Grissom.
Grissom, I know, I was making a joke. Grissom Air Reserve Base, which was renamed from Bunker Hill Air Force Base in honor of Apollo 1 astronaut Gus Grissom.
Oh, that's cool.
We think that's it?
That feels right.
I don't know. The space connection's good.
The space is good.
It's in Indiana.
Wow.
A great state.
It's a solid
the Hoosier state.
Yeah, there you go.
Top 50.
God,
okay.
Stop
Oh,
saying,
more. No, it automatically gets edited out.
It's ums and ahs.
Oh yeah, more lore corner. We do learn that Kharn, and some iteration of Kharn, alongside the Watchers, really helped prop up the Cielsen.
Yes.
It's like
built all their technology, gave them the communications that helped them organize their society in return for like massive engines for
he needed the
planet.
Watcher engines, which I think is like if you had a pet alligator as a baby and then it turned into a real alligator.
Like oopsies. But thankfully he added a tracking device so you can see where they all are at all times. It's very helpful.
Yeah. Pretty useful, I imagine, for Shadows Upon Time.
Yeah. And then we also get some deep America lore drop with the Fort Grissom nod. Find out that, well, first of all, the voice on Vargassos is the same voice as Horizon. So like the pods are Americani on the ship or on the planet.
Yep.
But we also find out that the machines, the Americani, actually served the princes of America.
Yeah.
Which was quite interesting. Yeah. The princes.
Yeah.
And then originally they found a Watcher on Vargassos and killed it. And that's kind of the impetus for what the planet was.
Exactly. Yeah. Turns out there's really not a part of this universe's lore that Kharn hasn't touched or affected in some way.
Yeah.
No,
it's true.
He's a figure of legend.
Yeah. And Hadrian loves him for it.
Also a fucking crazy person.
He's a lunatic. But did you catch the section where like he's giving his big speech about what he's going to build and like how they can be immortal? Like he's convincing the guy he just told, by the way, I'm not Calen, I'm Kharn.
Yeah.
And Hadrian's like, well, you know, he has a point. Like I could see myself following this guy.
He does kind of have the sauce, doesn't he?
I thought that was ridiculous. I'm like, Hadrian, you're such a sucker for an emperor. What the hell's wrong with you?
Dude, he loves a big, strong man, doesn't he? This is the great men theory.
It's true.
He really does not give a fuck about the rank and file.
No.
He only cares about cults of personality and figures of legend.
Yeah. And guys who have eye lasers.
What did you think about eye lasers?
I loved eye lasers.
I hated eye lasers, man. I thought it was so dumb.
It was so unnecessary.
I don't know why. In the middle of like a scene I was loving, I don't know why that's where I drew the lines. Like that's too. You jumped the shark, my friend. Tree of Life, fine.
Tree of Life, like meat puppets controlled by demons.
Cutting your own umbilical cord. Yeah.
Yeah, that was.
I mean, it is really badass. What can I say?
Oh my God! Also, we find out he invented space cancer.
Yes. Well, I think he set them up. I think he gave him like
cool
the seed of it, but yeah.
He was basically like, yeah, this is chill. This is what I wanted.
This is fine. Go for it. Yeah.
This
Kharn
whole time
really
I was like,
the consequences of his own actions over and over again.
Yeah. This whole time though, I was like, why doesn't Hadrian just kill him?
Because he could be a great man.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, doesn't he think that the mission's going to succeed and then Kharn will give him, or male Kharn will give him the demiurge?
I guess, but as we get further, like, are you trusting this eye laser freak? Who keeps revealing like he's committed millions of genocides like over and over? Like, at what point do you draw the line?
Yeah, don't. Is this Is this a correct use of the phrase "don't look a gift horse in the mouth"?
It kind of is.
Don't make a deal with Kharn Sagara. How about that?
Yeah.
Even if this all goes to plan, as Hadrian, I wouldn't expect him to really make good on his end of the deal.
Yeah.
It's.
Oh man.
Did you find Kharn markedly different than the last time we encountered him in book 2?
He's way
and
more
if so,
frenetic.
Is that a problem or is that expected?
I think it's explained well. Like, he's way more frenetic. He's taking big risks. They explain it well that, like, he's changed for the first time in tens of thousands of years. This iteration of himself has been forced to reckon with its own mortality. And I actually think that's a pretty good explanation for why, like, there's such a difference in their personalities. So I thought that was handled well.
And they do talk a little bit about Kharn's like consciousness is superimposed on another consciousness, and it creates like a new thing every time. You know, like it's not just perfectly Kharn in a new body. So he could have been stuck on the brain of a crazy person.
Yeah, very true. And clearly his sister's not doing too much better.
No, she's a mummy now.
Oh, Lady Kharn, freaky deaky.
She freaky and ugly. Yeah, no. It also, just like the last time we encountered Kharn, he was in such a good spot.
Yeah.
He really was, he had things locked down, very in control, very comfortable.
Hadrian really fucked it up for him.
Hadrian blew it. Why would this guy give you the demiurge, Hadrian? You ruined his whole life.
That's a good point. That should be the fundamental reason not to trust him.
Kharn does say that, and Hadrian's like, I brought you and your sister who killed you back to life. You should be thankful. I think he has a point there, though.
As we mentioned, Hadrian is a narcissist.
No. He's chosen.
He's the chosen.
The chosen.
Yeah. We get to the true villainess of this section, Lady Kharn, after the thousands of little man Kharns are scattered and shot by drones, which is incredible.
Yeah. Rest in peace, King.
Rip.
How did you find Lady Kharn?
Very Bond villain-esque.
Yes.
Like, might as well have been petting like a white cat on her lap throughout this entire section.
Yeah. She's much more like the old Kharn.
Yeah.
Maybe more just like, obviously physically, yes, but.
Right. But yeah, she's a little calmer. She's a little like, throwing things back in Hadrian's face. I think she has some decent arguments. And then, at a certain point, she uses her trump card, which is, would you like to see the love of your life again?
But that's when Hadrian has her cooked.
Yeah.
She like has him surrounded. Unfortunately, he's unkillable and can disappear. And also just magically have a high matter sword. So he's
and also
pretty tough to kill at this point.
In Red Rising fashion, he plotted a secret plan off page.
Secret plan. Yes.
With Edward to drain the lake under the brethren and take all of her powers away. So he actually has a lot of. He's got all the cards here.
Yeah, he comes in at a great spot, and she does not know that. But this is villain malpractice, right? So when he has her cornered, she's like, "But wait, one last trick." He brings in they bring in clone Valka. Which maybe would be a good idea, but why on earth was Kharn like, I've made this version more fuckable and submissive?
It's so bad.
Why would Hadrian want that?
It starts okay. Like, at first he's like, oh my God, like, you're not perfect, but maybe it's worth it all. And then she's like, I've upgraded this model. And then just like, kneel, like throw yourself at his feet. She's like, oh
Look,
my God.
I fixed all of her problems. I guess that's Kharn, just not a little disconnected from the feelings of others.
Yeah, I don't think they believe in love,
They've got Valka in like a real Princess Leia Jabba outfit and some sort of black sarong.
Yeah.
Did you aside from the silliness of making her more breedable, what did you think of this scene and bringing her back?
I felt really bad for Hadrian. Like we
Yeah,
had,
I did too. I actually thought it worked. Like, it's
yeah,
horrible.
it's awful. And like,
Yeah.
I don't know, it brought me back to her death and then also the end of book 4, I think. I
The
guess that was
Prison
book
of Piss
4.
and Pain?
Yeah, Prison of Piss and Pain, where it's like, oh man, that was a real tender relationship at the end. And I didn't realize,
Yeah.
he had that whole arc of depression and not wanting to live. And then, oh my God, to throw a like, and it's not even like a robot that looks like her. Like it is her from when she was in Vorgassos.
Yeah, has all of her memories from that time. Yeah, it's horrible. I mean, losing a loved one is horrible in itself, and then they come back in this fucked up fashion is just really cruel.
God.
And yeah, I wonder if it would have maybe worked if Kharn hadn't done something incredibly stupid by making her a submissive robot. So
Yeah, he could have done a little bit better there, I think, in terms
hindsight's
of
2020. It's easy to
terms of the
armchair
rollout.
quarterback this. Yeah,
It's true.
yeah,
We weren't there, sadly.
yeah. So,
Um,
anyways,
she also quotes Tolkien to him, which I thought was pretty funny.
yeah, yeah,
God,
yeah,
but basically, he gets pretty mad about the Valka thing.
yeah,
He
yeah.
gets big mad, and he cuts her the long way.
Yeah, he went hot dog, not hamburger.
Yeah, which is the way to kill a robot. We found out from the series.
Thank you,
It's like
Urbane.
a zombie. You'd always double tap a zombie. For
Yep.
a daimon, you always cut it down the long way.
Mm-hmm. So, gone but not gone, I think, is the takeaway here. Because
Well, she dead.
beam me up, Scotty. I will. I'll believe all the Kharns are gone when Hadrian says all the Kharns are gone.
Yeah, dude. There's definitely a Kharn hiding somewhere on the stupid planet. There's Kharns. There's Kharns everywhere.
You think Urbane's coming back? Shadows Upon Time? Like if you're betting?
God, I hope not. I hope.
What's the
not.
line on that?
I'd say it's 50-50.
Minus. Oh, I was gonna say the line is in favor of him not returning. Okay, well, should we talk about the Brethren, who is a lady?
Yeah, I mean, their journey from like just the scene that these soldiers come into, where it's like Lady Kharn split in half, Valka clone dead, the Cielson trying to feed it to Hadrian.
The Cielson sheepishly licking blood from its fingers.
Yeah. And then Hadrian's like, "Follow me. We're gonna go meet the literal devil that you've all heard of." And my favorite part is like, he's so uncomforting as a teammate. Like one of the soldiers is like, "Sir, where are we? What is this place?" And he's just like, "Hell." Keep walking.
All right, cool.
Cool, man. Hadrian was like,
"Thank you,
seen
sir,
what I've
who I
seen,
know
kid."
has gotten every soldier killed beneath him. And
it's real comforting. Yeah, we're in hell, soldier. Don't worry about it. Get fucked.
Yeah.
But yeah, back
boss.
back to the Brethren, which is basically like lore dump central. His re-meeting with this creepy mass of flesh.
I don't know. This didn't move me that much. Am I wrong for not caring that much?
It's tough because, like you think back to the first time he met the Brethren, and that was a tremendous reveal. Like that was so shocking and different, and like the cadence of the conversation and the paginate, like the whole layout of it was just super exciting.
That to me felt like when this series became what it is.
Mm-hmm.
Like that's our first real glimpse at the nature of the universe, at least that we can understand. There's stuff in Empire of Silence, but it's so cryptic.
Yeah.
That returning, knowing all we know, is never really going to have the same impact. And that's, it's not fair to ask. You can't just keep having these monster lore drops through a series of at some point we do just understand what's going on. But
right.
Yeah, I don't know. Interesting. What did you think about young Daniel?
Yeah, the vision sequence was super interesting. Like, well, he also sees young Kharn in there,
Mm-hmm.
like child Kharn. But yeah, we kind of get that Cheyenne was one of the like original Americani demons, and they
Yeah.
were part of like the Richardson Naval Base, like back in true like American lands. And
Yeah.
the heart of these machines is basically like children, which is real
That's tough.
rough, man. And they've been
Yeah.
kept conscience kind of like forever. So poor little Daniel is like, am I going to get better
Yeah.
again? And they're like, yes, we're going to take care of
One thing
you.
to just like hear about the horrible cancer monsters that they made to prop up the demons,
Oh my
but
God.
to see it and to meet a person who's been stuck in this is really horrifying. Brings it home.
It was tough. It was tough. And yeah, I mean, he asks the brethren to hook him up with the demiurge, and it's basically like, nah, that was our master's thing, and you killed our master, and fuck you, buddy.
Yeah.
So he pulls
Couldn't
the
if I wanted
bathtub
to.
drain.
Yeah. Oh, and importantly, we do know that like the Americani were working on we sort of alluded to this, but
Mhm.
working on Watcher killing weapons.
Yes, that they were actually
Yeah,
like,
which is
they
a huge thing.
they were partnered with humanity to kill
Yeah.
Watchers, which is that's a massive development.
Yeah. I know that, I mean, something they talked about in the other books that like the Americani were rogue AI.
Mhm.
You know what it reminds me of? Nightblood. If you know,
Ooh,
you know.
yes.
Destroy evil, but it's like
Mhm.
protect humanity at all costs, and that's just a bad code to give them. But some good along with the bad. Like they did know that the Watchers were a huge threat to humanity, and were
Right.
working on it. So
Yeah.
yeah,
It's the classic, like, you have 3 wishes, and you gotta phrase them very precisely. Very monkey paw effect, if you will.
Is that
Yeah.
like the banana?
The
What?
monkey paw.
What's a monkey? Is that? I was thinking like if you put a banana in a jar, the monkey won't unclench its fist.
No,
What are you
that's
talking about?
amazing. Monkey paw is like when you wish something into existence, but you didn't understand the consequences of that wish. Like, oh shit, I got what I wanted and it sucks.
Why is it monkey paw?
I don't know, man. You rub a monkey paw and shit happens.
They
Monkey
don't got
paw.
paws. They got hands.
It's a short story by W. Jacobs.
William Jacobs.
Mm-hmm.
A good
very
man.
exciting.
Okay. So he pulls the plug, the drain, on the brethren.
Loved it.
And we finally get another birth scene. We've been waiting for this since the Cielson birth scene.
Hell
What did
yeah.
you think of this? First use of the term sphincter in the series, if anyone's keeping score.
Oh my God, that was vivid. The description was a little vivid. I loved this part. This was the most fun I had this whole book. This like 20-page section.
He's really good at writing freaky horror demon things.
When the arm pops out with its like 12 fingers, and then like another arm and a third arm.
I sent you a link to this, but there's like a boss in Bloodborne named the Orphan of Kos. And well known as the hardest boss in that game. And it fights you with its own placenta.
Oh my God.
It's like this shrimp-shaped placenta. And that's another question on the list for Ruocchio. It's a little nod to Orphan of Kos. I would not be surprised. / this guy has to fuck with FromSoft games.
Oh, for
has
sure.
to.
100%.
All of his demons, all of his monsters are so Dark Souls.
Right. But they're really cool. Like he does such a good job. Like this monster rocked. Yeah. It's like
awesome.
So it's the flesh child of Cheyenne, the Americani Diamond, and it is Orphan. It is a 3-headed, 3-armed freak show. That's
jacked.
It's 9 feet tall, doesn't understand pain, but is a strong ass fighter. And it wants
It's
to
so
beat up
nuts
Hadrian.
to see a thing birthed that immediately is intelligent too. I'm here.
It's like, you're the one, you're him, you're the one to end it all. And then it starts swinging.
Yeah.
This
And another
the
moment of
fight,
amazing. Go ahead.
no, the fight. My favorite part is like Hadrian goes into this battle sequence where he's like, I'm a 600-year-old warrior. Like, I know the Nipponese battle flow, like what to do precisely in these moments. And then he just kicks it in the balls.
Yep. That was great. Yeah. He's like, you know what? You just got to train until everything's instinctual and this guy's junk is out. And then the orphan immediately goes into suicide mode.
Yeah.
Which I thought was hilarious.
It does
Being
not
born
like pain.
sucks. Yeah. This is
like,
awful.
And then Hadrian gives it a talking to about the meaning of pain, which is absurd.
Yeah. Why is the orphan kind of cute?
Yeah, I love.
Am I wrong for thinking it's kind of cute?
You're not at all. This was a turning point from like horror freak show to like, oh, beloved. This is the new Red Company.
Yes.
This is the heart and soul of the Red Company.
Protect Orphan at all costs. Yes, I love Orphan. I'm so glad he is on the team now.
Yeah, and it was really easy. He's like, you wanna join? I was like, sure.
Yeah. There's a lot of talk about the purpose of pain and suffering, which I'm sure ties into all of the chapter whatever, visit to the end of time, free will stuff.
Little Catholicism there. Yeah.
It's supposed to help us learn and become more sympathetic, which Hadrian says 2 pages before killing an absolute fuck ton of people.
Oh, it's so funny.
An important lesson for a man who may blow up a sun one day.
Yeah, who's on his way happily to commit genocide. But
the idea of Hadrian like lecturing about empathy is fucking crazy.
It's nuts. But it's in service of a higher power, and that's all we need to know. Hadrian's set. He's a bullet on this mission now.
If God tells you to do it, baby.
Also, can we call out the fact that he is so annoying when he gets Cassandra's arm chopped off? He runs into a room where his daughter's like fighting 5 like clones who all have high matter swords. And she's doing great. She's a 9th circle swords master of the Hescalos or whatever. And he's like, Cassandra. It's like, dude, just let her
look.
thing. Look, it's me. It's me.
Dad's here. Yeah. She gets her hero moment. Every hero's got to get an arm chopped off, and old Cassie does.
And then they beam themselves up to the Demiurge with Orphan as the pilot. It's very exciting.
Orphan critical, because they really didn't have a way to pilot that ship without him. So
it's true. And I thought this would be the end of the book, but there's one more fucking crazy chapter. What do you think of the ending?
I know that this is not what you want me to talk about. Keeping Siriani's stone finger as like a talisman to just kind of stroke when you're alone is the weirdest thing Hadrian's ever done.
But we know he has that little freak show collection corner in all his shit.
Oh God, yes, he does.
You remember? Like he keeps like little mementos of everything.
He has an ofrenda of all the fucking toenails and shit of people who've tried to hurt him.
He lost Valka's phylactery for like 900 pages, but he keeps he keeps like,
don't worry, Valka, I keep your phylactery hung on Siriani's finger, which is now a coat hook.
Oh, it was so weird.
Yeah, it is interesting that this is a very Siriani free book.
Yeah, until
the
this
bitter
moment.
end here. Yeah, like very little emperor, very little Siriani. But it turns out Siriani's busy turning into stone and becoming the Watcher.
He's molting from an ugly caterpillar to a beautiful butterfly who happens to be Udinar, the Watcher of Destruction. He's also making out with Ushara, which is a little freaky.
So yeah, when Siriani's transformation's complete, he'll have the power to become hot, much like Ushara. Think about that. So we joked about an enemies to lovers arc with Hadrian Siriani. Is he going to try the same thing?
There's going to be a little seduction. One
Agreed
way or
with
the
me,
other.
Hadrian. Yeah.
The Cielson can have it both ways.
Hadrian, I'll impregnate you.
Oh, also that one look at Darantun when he's like vision transported through the planet is...
Yeah.
It made me really happy there wasn't a lot of Cielson in this book because it was really gross. It managed to be really gross in like 2 pages. It was
really
just like
fucked up.
Just fucking and feasting, and oh my god.
Also, just the idea that this could have happened earlier, and that they can rip Hadrian across time and space, but he was just like protected by an electromagnetic field. Yeah. That's like really troubling for book 7.
Very scary. And again, Hadrian's not comforting about this when he kind of like pops back into reality on the ship sitting next to Edward. And Edward's like, yo, why do you have a stone finger? And how did you just get bloody? He's like, you idiot. I was here and on Darantun.
Are you going to make me fucking spell it out for you, Edward? We're in hell.
Come on.
Oh, he's becoming less and less likable by the day, my friend.
Yeah, I think the big shift for me that I'm gonna look out for in book 7 is like, part of me, I mean, I was always annoyed by some parts of Hadrian, but I liked like kind of waffly, oh, is this the right thing to do? Like a little doubtful Hadrian along the way. And like confident, religious, zealot, narcissist Hadrian is gonna be a sight to behold. And I'm a little worried about it.
Yeah, Jihad Hadrian's gonna be an absolute I'm worried he might blow up his son or something.
No way.
But I really have no clue if book 7 is going to be like critical of this, or if it's just going to be like, well, the Quiet's God, told him to do it. Fuck off.
Yeah.
And it's crazy that I don't know.
Right. And it's a long
In any other book, you'd be like, of course it's going to be skeptical.
Yeah.
Yeah. Like, we've got a Way of Kings length book.
Because basically right now we know he blows up a sun, and we know he now has the ship that can blow up a sun. But we have 1,000 pages to go. So like, there's got to be there's going to be some crazy twists. I hope.
Yeah. I even have faith in Ruocchio that I don't think everything is just going to play out the way we expect, right? There are going to be a lot of surprises along the way. And all that said, genuinely psyched for book 7. I cannot wait to keep rolling.
Very much so. Do you have any...
I'm on chapter 7.
I know we're at the exact same part. We've started reading.
Yep.
We have lots of notes. I have 2 more sections. One is my worst lines that I found of this section of the book.
We haven't done this in a while.
Bringing that back. And then also we should do predictions for book 7. But I would like to run through my 3 worst lines to get your reaction here.
While you're doing this, I'll see, because I know I highlighted quite a few.
Yes. First, page 452. Even a pawn can check an emperor.
That didn't bother me. I remember that one.
It bothered me a lot. Page 515. Possession is 9 points in the law.
What? Oh. We're talking law?
So out of place.
Finally.
I actually kind of loved both of those. Those are the cheesiest but most hate-love lines. This was actually the one that made me upset. The beast barreled toward me, moving lightly down the steps despite its bulk. It raised that long sword, and lo, its edges blazed with pale fire. Mon Dieu.
That's a tough one.
That was a toughie. Yeah, did you have any good nuggets?
There the pyramid stood upright, striving for heaven, not hanging toward hell. There was the cloned slave woman, and the city outside, white as snow but vaster, not hid, but brazen as a whore undressed in the window of her brothel, advertising her virtues, turned to vice. It's you! To all who looked upon her. I thought that was, it's really powerful.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think my favorite line, I'm just looking back at some other notes, was, it was the reveal. It was the end of the Brethren when it's like screaming as he kills it. That was like that was the craziest, like, I think most well-written part of this section for me.
Yeah. Okay. Another line, not like bad writing, but it's just I laughed. Okay. Doubtless you think me a hypocrite, I, who have slain billions myself. I will not argue with you, reader, except to say that what I did for the galaxy, for all mankind.
So
what Kharn did that black day, he did only for himself.
That's so
all
good.
Right,
that
sounds good.
That
You're right, man. You're right. Yeah.
Oh, that sums it all up 100%.
My murder was a good one. I murdered with a pure heart.
Oh my God.
Yeah. God, is that going to be book 7?
It might be. It might be a lot of that.
Well, it's going to be fascinating if it is.
Yeah. Yeah. I mean, I'm excited. Any big predictions? What do we think is gonna pop up?
I'm just reiterating he does the biggest time split of all time when he blows up the sun, and that is somehow how it makes it okay.
We're kind of on that track because he's gotten so comfortable by the end of this book with choosing the reality he wants to be in that it's like second nature at this point. And he's proved that he can move a watcher across realities. So yeah, I don't think you're too far off there.
Yeah. It's not really a prediction to say that, I don't know, this is going to be the end of this conflict, but it's not going to be paradise on earth. It's going to end with Watchers still out there and all that kind of stuff,
Right.
Peace for a day.
Peace for a day. Peace for a penny. What do we think happens to the Emperor and like Jad and stuff?
Emperor dies at early parts of book 7, and Alexander steps up and becomes a very annoying foil to Hadrian.
Yeah. I think going a little further, I think this might have actually been foreshadowed a couple books ago, but I think Alexander tries to kill Hadrian in the middle of this book, very aggressively.
For sure. Yeah, I think that is definitely going to happen. And no Gilliam or anything. None of our old faves come of it. Where's Switch?
Where's Basander Lin?
Yeah, he is alive, right? Yeah, he's definitely alive.
He's alive and he's doing something. He's probably with the Emperor. I bet we see him when we see the Emperor.
Yeah.
But Switch, he forgives Switch. Did you notice that in this section?
No, I didn't actually.
He has a line where like it's right after Valka dies. And he has this little like mental note that's like, oh, I understand Switch now, and I get it. I get why he did what he did.
Well,
I was like, wow.
Shame he didn't die 2,000 years ago, but
tough.
See you in hell.
Vengeance for Switch. Oh man.
Yeah. So
yeah, this is good. This was wild.
All in all, thoughts on DG?
I mean, it was a trip. It was a trip and a half. This was the densest book of all of them, from just lore and plot and twists and reveals. Really creative. I think the most creative book. I think there were some missed opportunities where we should have had more Cielce and Bird Boy interactions. And less like religious proselytizing and debating at times. But
I'm sure some readers did. I mean, that's just like so not for us, but I can imagine people enjoying that.
100%. Yeah, I thought it was really good.
Yeah,
I put it as probably number 2 in the series for me.
Yeah, I might put it. I think I sort of want to like hold my opinion until we see book 7, because this has really put Hadrian in a jihad state of mind, baby.
Yeah.
And if that is what book 7 ends up to be, and it's sort of like cards on the table, this is going to be the kind of thing it is, then that will probably lessen my estimation of this book. But just from like a memorable scenes perspective, this is way up there. I mean, like just the combination of the Ushara scene and Vergassos, I think were tremendously fun.
We had so much. We had the Orphan.
Yeah.
We had like Kharn cigar clone battle. Like there's so many crazy things.
And going to the end of time, my goodness. No, this was such a fun read. Like I really, page turning wise, this might be my number one. If not number one, number two. There's no question about that. So
yeah, and I have to say his writing has gotten so much better at this point. Like I have so few bones to pick. Even the quotes I pulled were just silly. They weren't actually like horrible writing.
Yeah,
he's gotten so much better at like the Hadrian personal narrative, stuff by this point. So
yeah,
I don't know. It's cool. It's cool getting this far in.
Yeah. Yeah, any complaints I have about the writing are just like endemic to the structure and the series itself. But he's doing a good job of what he's set out to do, obviously.
Right.
So, yeah, all in all, very solid book. And going into book 7 with genuine enthusiasm and excitement, which is good because
yes,
Lord knows we were fighting after book 4. So
I know, but I'm proud of us. We pushed through. And so, yeah, this episode that you're listening to is about a week before SUT release. And so we're going to have at least a full part or a portion of Shadows Upon Time out for your consumption the day it drops. So if anybody wants to read along and listen, we'll be coming at you.
Yeah, I think given the length of the book and just that there'll be a lot of attention and I don't know, we want to give it its due. We're thinking about maybe doing 4 parts, which probably line up because we do, generally speaking, 200-ish pages per episode. So I think that would be right. So if you're trying to plan it out, we should have kind of half of the book covered on release date and then have wrapped up our episodes by like 2 weeks after release date. So
because it's 1,000 pages. This one was
it's
700. So, geez.
It's a chunky boy. Yeah. A lot of Rudyard Kipling to quote before we end this series. Okay. Well, with that, we'll see you guys in the final book. Thank you for listening. And goddamn, I'm excited to see the end of it with all of you.
I can't wait to see how he pulls it off. I can't wait to see how this all comes so close. For better or worse.
I think I'm going to really enjoy it and have really complicated feelings about it.
And we'll talk about all of them.
And good night.
Night.